Hi, I'm Debbie Bowie, your organizer coach helping you win the war against paper. Today I want to talk to you about processing paper daily. Perhaps one of the biggest mistakes people make with paper is they get the mail, they bring it in, they drop it somewhere, and they move on with their evening. They pull paper out of their briefcase and put it with other paper and don't deal with what they've brought into the space. Processing paper daily is one of the best things you can do to prevent paper clutter. And what I mean by processing paper is you bring in the paper, whether it's coming from your briefcase or the mailbox. You bring it to one location and you sort it into categories and then move it to wherever the paper belongs. So let me talk to you for a minute about how paper sorts. Paper sorts into a number of categories. I use the acronym TRAF, T-R-A-F. The T stands for trash. 80 to 90% of what you bring into your space and what you file never gets touched again. So be very selective about what you decide to keep to file. Trash is one category. R is refer out, and refer out is paper that belongs somewhere else. It might be that you need to give it to your son or your husband or take it to work or mail it to your sister. It's something that really doesn't belong with you. It's something that needs to move elsewhere. A stands for action. And particularly in the home, the actions, usually I divide that up into bills and other actions, because it's really important to keep those bills separate so you know where they are so that you can pay them on time. And F stands for filing. Now, I add several more categories. One is reading. Things like magazines, newsletters, newspapers go in reading. And possibilities. That's the paper that you can't make your mind up about what to do with it. Oh, you might take this trip, you might try out this product, this might be good for your dog, but you aren't ready to make your decision right then. It's kind of hanging in limbo. It's the I don't know category. And the last category is pending or holding. And that's paper that you need to hold on to for a while until an event comes up and you need the directions, or a trip comes up and you need the tickets, or you're holding on to it to remind you of something for a limited period of time. And after that limited period of time is over, that paper can either be recycled or filed. So that's how paper sorts out. And when you bring paper in, bring it to one place and sort it into those categories. The trash obviously goes into recycling or trash, however you do that. The refer out should go into the person or in the direction of how it's going to get to the person who's to receive it. If it goes to your husband, put it in the location where he looks at his mail. If it's something you need to mail to somebody else, then you'll move it along as an action item to send out when you're working on your action items. And F, filing. Ideally, you have a filing system set up and you file right away. But if not, ideally, you would have a location where you can put filing until you have time to do that. I try to do my filing at least once a week to keep it from building up. Reading should go to where you read, whether it's in a basket in the bathroom or beside your reading chair or beside your bed. Possibilities, I recommend you store possibilities in a file. I store mine in a stand-up file on my desk that's kind of at the back. And so if I have to refer to it, I just go back there. I know I put all my odds and ends back there, and if I'm looking for something that is one of those things that doesn't belong anywhere else, I go to my possibility file. And holding, have one place for your holding, whether it be a bin or a file, so that you know exactly where to go to when you're looking for the directions to that wedding you're going to on this weekend. Now, once you've sorted everything out, then move things to the location where they belong, and you're done. That's processing mail for the day. Notice I didn't say do the actions. You take the action pile preferably to your desk, somewhere where you're going to see the paper and be able to do something about it. And by the way, action papers are the only papers that belong on your desk. The rest should be filed away or put in bins because it's not important. The most important paper are those action papers. So process mail daily and watch your mood improve. When you're surrounded by unprocessed paper all over the place, you've got many things screaming at you saying, you should do something about this. Maybe you're dropping a ball, maybe you're forgetting something, but if you process mail daily, you're really staying on top of what's in the mail, what's in the paper, and things don't get lost. So process mail daily. Next time, we're going to talk about clutter clearing essentials, paper clutter clearing essentials, so that when your paper accumulates, if your paper has accumulated, you'll know what to do with it.